Absolutely. And it may have been one of those fights that whoever landed on top might have won. Right?
Yeah.
You don't know.
I think it was just bad. She had a top grappler like her, and she ended up in guard.
And it was clear once she landed on the bottom, she could not stop the guard passing.
Tell you the truth, I don't know if I'm happy with the decision to take him to the ground. In combat jiu-jitsu, it puts you at a huge disadvantage.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I think the ref did a good job. So I don't think he did anything wrong, but I agree. Like I'm not sure how they pick who goes on the top or bottom.
I know you've got to have action in a jiu-jitsu match, but man, I wouldn't want to end up in guard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't in combat jiu-jitsu.
It's a difficult decision to be made there. It's almost like you'd like to have both of them have a shot at being on top, right?
Well, I feel like I've got that mentality, like the MMA mentality. You want to earn it. You want to end up on top, you better earn it.
Next, we're going to have a regular Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu bout between Heather Mayne and Rachel Shirey.
These are two very tough ladies. Heather Mayne training out of Black Cat under Josh Fowler. You know, that's a really talented jiu-jitsu guys around there. I know she's been putting the work in. I know she used to train with Round Two in Morgantown as well, all those guys. She's definitely fallen in love with jiu-jitsu. Interested to see her start competing.
So say for what do you call it, Scout Training Center out there. I know the Morgantown guys train with them a lot. That's a world-renowned gym. Very good fighters. Another evenly matched female bout here. I think it's going to be the same difference. Let's see how good the guard is, but it might be another thing of who ends up on top dominates this match. But we'll see.
And I wonder, it makes you wonder, are we going to see another stalemate on the feet? Or are we going to see somebody with a clear advantage in the wrestling?
Well, and remember, this one is straight jiu-jitsu, so we might see somebody full guard on this one, right? Depending on how they look there.
And it won't be as big of a deal if they do end up on their back, you know, and don't have to worry about getting beat up.
Our next bout is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu match, 1 8-minute round. Introducing to you all the blue corner, fighting out of South Pittsburgh, Rachel Shirey. And fighting out of the blue corner, coming through from Morgantown, Heather Mayne.
So Henzo Gracie's Morgantown gym's a new gym out here in Morgantown. So I don't know a lot about, but obviously Henzo's world-renowned, probably the best fighters. John Danaher, Gordon Ryan, all those guys.
I mean, that's
not
such
from that
a great,
place, but,
great
yeah.
lineage.
Yeah, so I know that they're going to be game, and I look forward to seeing them because I'm excited to see these Henzo guys go at it. Here we go, nice low stance.
These ladies look intense.
Yes.
Rachel looks a little bit more aggressive.
And she pulls guard and going right for that leg.
Yeah, she's going straight to Ashy. Didn't get it.
But you got to help me with all the leg lock talk. I'm really bad at leg locks.
Yeah, well, that's right. They're standard knee shield, half guard right now, but
she's got that quarter guard too.
Yeah.
It looks like. No, she's not got her butterfly hook in.
I do feel like Heather's getting a little high up there.
She's manipulating her base too. Look for that sweep, I think.
Usually a rule of thumb I use if I'm on top, my head's above theirs, that means I can get swept. And her head's definitely above hers. I mean, she's keeping good positioning here, but, man, the more she lets her underneath her, she can go to that deep half position or get her swept here.
She's got that strong underhook, too. It's so hard to deal with somebody with that same side underhook when they're in bottom half and using it right.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to see some deep half action
I think that's exactly what she's going to do is dive under that leg. That's what I was going to say.
Unless she doesn't have a good deep half. I mean, she's feeding it to her.
I think she's going for that deep half sweep that you used to see Nogueira go for all the time.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
She's just not. Yeah. I just think she doesn't feel it right now. You know, she's her base. She's testing her base right now, and doesn't feel like she can get her over. So now she's
full guard.
Yep.
And now you see Mayne being real heavy on her, making her carry her weight. But you know, Butch, like you can't do much there. You got to start walking down to the hips, breaking that guard.
No, and this might be telling. If you watch Heather here, she has not tried to pass. She's been pretty content to stay on the head. Usually, in my experience, it's not a good thing, right? Like she should be looking to pass and trying to.
I think you see
her
that in a lot of
submissions
beginners who are good at crushing. Like they found out how to crush, but you don't realize you can't do much from there. You have no offense in the guard. I mean, sometimes you'll see guys like get a crazy Ezekiel choke or something, but no gi, it's going to be tough for her to do anything.
Yeah, and then she's pretty content being up there right now, so I'm not sure what her game plan is or what she's trying to do.
But on the other side of the coin, it's going to be really hard for her to mount an offense from her back with her that high.
Yes. Well,
she's going for it.
This is a big rookie move you see like people do. They'll try to get that Americana from the guard. You see she's got so much counter pressure with her legs. But she should be able to just push her right off, straighten that arm, and she's all right.
Or switch her hips out.
And she's not doing anything to defend it, though. She needs to be putting more pressure. More pressure on her. And now she's in danger. Now she just put herself in danger by letting go of that guard. All she needs to do is bring that Americana down to the hips, and she's in trouble.
Still an awkward to finish on the inside there.
Because she's doing the right thing defending. She's getting her arm high, turning it the right way. It's almost like a hitchhiker.
Yeah, most of these people are pretty flexible. I'm not saying she can't finish this, but this should be pretty hard to finish.
Well, you hear John Donaher talk about that Americana, that key lock. He said it's the most ineffective submission in jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely.
How many times do you see a key lock finish in a black belt competition?
Never. Yeah, that's more of a white belt move. Not that it's not good. That's where you see it more. But here's what I'm thinking. She might be using this move to pass guard. Keep her occupied, worried about the arm, and then she might pull her leg out.
Yeah, it worked for her, and now she's in a better spot.
Yeah.
I'd like to see her get that knee down, get to that strong mount.
She's almost there to mount.
I would almost let go of that arm and start working on that knee, and just getting to your mount.
Yeah. So I think we're right. I think she's using this to pass the guard.
She's got a wicked grip on that arm, though.
She does.
Yeah. It's still going to be tough to finish.
Happen with it.
That's why you notice she's able to pull her half guard. There's just not a lot of pressure on that arm. But
she can't, with the same side leg, with that half guard, it'll make it real tough.
Yeah. But, and
now she's giving up her back. If this girl had good back takes right now, she'd start popping out that back door, and then she'd be on her back. And she's thinking about it. But she's not using that underhook for it. There it is. But she's not really using her underhook right.
No, there's no. She's not on her hip. I mean, we know the pressure's tough. It's easiest for her to stay out here.
Well, her biggest thing, she's got to get her head out of that hole.
She's got to start. Yes.
And to do that, she's got to start swimming.
Yeah, she's done a good job getting her hips out, but her upper body's not moving with her hips. There we go. Slightly moving, but she's not crawling out like we do. But I get it. She's also afraid to get her guard passed, right? So it makes it a little bit tougher.
I really enjoy pretending to know about jiu-jitsu while talking to Butch Hiles.
The good thing is it's easy to pretend because probably nobody knows what we're talking about right now. So
we might as well be.
Well, you guys are talking circles around me. I can't keep up, so you guys just go right on ahead.
She's got her in a good lockdown right now, or trying to. A reverse lockdown, but not really. She's not in the instant. That's good top pressure, nonetheless.
Anytime you're in bottom half, you don't want to be square on your back. And you see right now, she's got both her shoulder blades pressed to the mat. You're not going to make anything happen there.
No. She's doing a good job of controlling. What I wish I saw is more attempts to pass the guard and more attempts for real submissions.
I'll tell you what I'd like to see from the top there. She's in a great spot for an Ezekiel choke.
She is. A no-gi Ezekiel. She can do what we call a fist choke. There's a few options here. But again, that's what I'm saying. She's not really trying for anything. She's content to put the pressure on top.
Right now, you see her hands. If she grabbed a hold of her own wrist and fished that under the neck, and she's thinking about it. She's trying to remember how to do it with her face. Yeah. You can tell she's thinking about
it's not just
how do I do that again?
Yeah.
That's the thing you see she's learning jiu-jitsu, both these ladies. And, we might see them compete 6 months from now and look totally different.
Absolutely. I think they're doing a fine job. It's just, again, for a match that you only have 10 minutes to try to finish. She's doing a great job of position and keeping top pressure, just nothing to finish the match. She'll win on being on top, or they'll call her draw, but I would rather see her actually try to improve this position. I
want to see her posture up, start raining down punches.
Yeah, just out of the blue.
Just why not? You might get disqualified, but why not? It was weird there. She was almost trying to go for like she was doing just arm triangle but with no arm.
Yeah.
She was doing that heavy pressure, and
a lot of shoulder pressure.
It looked like Shirey didn't know quite how to deal with that.
It's bothering her for sure. She's pulling the shoulder down.
She's not framing at all.
No.
Like when you're doing jiu-jitsu,
she's
how
bothered.
important are frames when you're on the bottom?
Most important, right? That's going to keep her space, keep you from being choked like she is right now. That's why she has to keep pulling the deltoid down to make sure she has enough room to breathe.
It's relieving that pressure. You see her grabbing the shoulder, but just pulling it back. But she's miserable right now.
But like you said, if she had a good frame right underneath the throat, she could scoot out to her left.
That's what jiu-jitsu is. You learn it's pressure and counter pressure. It's physics.
Yeah, if she had good frames, as Heather would pressure her, it would choke herself, right? If she had that umbrella underneath her chin. But again, that's great shoulder pressure by Heather. She's doing what she needs to do to
I'd like to see her dig under that arm.
Well,
she needs to make a little space and start.
She's trying to get the Ezekiel going.
Yeah.
You can see she has good instinct. She knows what she's supposed to be doing. She's not quite put it together yet.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I don't want to be too hard on them, right? It's all about the level that you're at. Yeah.
You can't be. 2 white belts just getting started in the game. This is a good match.
Yeah.
And it's an even match. It's both of them are going to get better.
Yes. Well, it came down to, again, who was on top. Right, and unfortunately, that's not always jiu-jitsu. I think if a new person was looking at that, they're going to think, you got to be on top.
You see it a lot in the beginning. You see it a lot at white belt, and then you start seeing these guys who become absolute wizards in the guard, and they're more dangerous on their back.
So is he wanting to? I think they're going to do EBI rules, Elijah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are doing some EBI rules.
So this will be exciting, guys. For people who are unfamiliar with this, they either get to start in an armbar position or take the back. It's kind of up to the person.
And this was created by Eddie Bravo, and it was to make jiu-jitsu more interesting because you see stalemates a lot like we just saw. So now they're going to put her in a bad position.
Exactly. So it's going to be either she gets the submission or the other person gets the escape, and they add up the times, right? So they'll either get a time for the submission, fastest submission, or fastest escape. All 3 will come.
And it looks like she chose that spiderweb position, the arm bar. She might be more comfortable defending there. And she's got, let's see how she's got her.
She's got
this is not good how
she's
she's got her hands together. If Mayne knows anything about breaking that grip, it's done. She's just holding on with strength right now.
She got out. She's going to extend her elbows free.
Man, she had that arm bar too.
Very exciting.
Butch Hiles just looked sick to his stomach.
Yeah,
ladies.
no, that was exciting. That was, about 20 seconds. I mean, both had an opportunity
Butch
there.
thought he's finally going to see a submission.
Yeah, I was getting excited.
He was going to vomit when she lost that arm bar.
Yeah. It was, she should, it's all right. It's all right.
It'll be okay.
Let's see it calm down. It's okay.
And here we go now. We're going to see.
You get to go the other way. Let's see how she does.
Who escapes faster. That was fairly quick.
Yeah, and typically in EBI, too, we'll do this 3 times, and they'll add up the scores.
God knows how
she chose the back.
I think I would choose the back. I don't know, though. I don't know. It's harder to escape the back.
People are so good at defending chokes now, right?
I'm real comfortable with that armbar position.
Yes.
I like that, like Kung Fu crane-like grip. But, man, you'll get caught that. She's got her feet crossed.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah.
She's trying to get that ankle lock.
She gave up on it. She needs to go back to it. Go back to it.
She's got a weird angle with her ankles, though. The way her ankles are pointed out, I don't know if it'll crank them.
But she just...
Where her feet aren't like that.
Yes, exactly. She might not be flexible enough to get her foot up in the right way. I mean, it's there. There it is. Look, she's got it. She's got to pop her hips now.
She's got to stretch with those feet.
Yeah, pop your hips. Pushing forward.
She's doing it.
Yeah.
She's not got. It's going to slip.
Yeah. We're all excited just because we don't see this submission often. It's not that we're rooting.
It's
just
like
excited.
one of those trick submissions. It's like, I got you.
Yeah. It's. I would love to see it.
So what we're talking about here, folks, is like if you cross your feet when you're on the back,
there's an escape.
And there it is.
Got it.
And let's look at the time here. I wonder.
Well,
they might only do one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Rachel definitely got out of the armbar a lot faster.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to do one. Yep, I see people walking in. That's why I don't agree. Like, you get to choose she should have went for the armbar because it's apples to apples, not apples to oranges, right?
And I think like as long as you don't get caught in that armbar, I think your odds of escaping are faster there. You just got to escape.
Then we went into overtime. Each one had an opportunity to get a submission or escape as fast or faster than the other one. Okay?
More faster. It's more faster than the other
These
one.
ladies know their hand of applause.
EBI rules are definitely exciting, right? It's it takes. We didn't have a lot of action before that, and then we have two great moves. So
Rachel.
I think that's why I enjoy EBI rules. It forces the action.
yeah.
You see more subs that way. I will be right back. I'm going to talk to this lady.
Better hurry. She's trying to run away.